Hey, welcome to my channel. Excuse me tonight. Tonight I'm coming to y'all. What earlier this year I had something that changed my life. Got some news that changed all my. I want to talk to you how my daughter's father. I found out he was sick. Well, 2019 this year began, and I was telling my mom I'm gonna have a good year this year. And for the first 8 days, like, yeah, till January 8th, excuse me, people, I'm here to tell y'all I'll get to that later. If I can stop crying. January night of this year, I woke up at about 9 o'clock or so. It's something like at about 8 or 9. I woke up, and one of the things I do when I wake up is I look at my Facebook because I have my phone right by me. I get a message from my daughter's father's cousin. Now, usually, you know, I never received a message from, he would out our Facebook and, like, you know how it is. You didn't get a message, you never messaged me before. So I'm thinking, well, maybe it's, first I thought, well, maybe it's like, you know how you get, like, chain letters or people might hack your page and use someone else's account. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it was that. And then I think, well, maybe okay, if it is from him, I knew it was something going on with my daughter's father, Tommy. That's his name, Tommy, my daughter's father. So he messaged me. His cousin did. And I think maybe, might be something. Tommy might just need some help with something, or might, if he got an accident or something like that. So I said, well, let me see what's going on. Let me see what Ronald want. I look at his message and it says, hey, did you hear about Tommy? Or do you know about Tommy? I said, no. Now, when he had said, do you know about Tommy? I'm thinking, okay, something done happened to him. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm thinking maybe he might something had happened. I don't know. I didn't think it would be that bad. Maybe a little car accident or something of that order. That's what my first thought was. Maybe it was nothing to worry about too much. Maybe be in a hospital, maybe a car accident or something. But then on the other hand, I'm thinking, oh God, what's going on? I hope it ain't nothing serious. So I said, no, what's going on? He says, I didn't think you know about him. He says, well, Tommy has stage 4 liver cancer and his time is short. I had looked at my phone and I said, and I looked again, I had to make sure I was reading this right. I'm like, what? No. Uh-uh. Yeah, what? And his what is short? So anyway, I said, I don't, give me a call. I gave him my number, he called me. He explained to me how they found out. Now, at first, a few weeks before the time he was diagnosed, cause I think he was diagnosed like after Christmas. But a few weeks before the time he was diagnosed, he said that he went in for a blood clot. Because I guess his friend Tasha, she had to get some checked out with her foot or something, or something on that order. So Tommy said, well, since you going to get that checked out at the hospital, I think I'm gonna get my legs checked out because they feeling bad. See what's wrong because they hurt me. Anyway, get back to what Ronald told me. Ronald said, well, he went in for a blood clot on his leg, then it moved to his lung. And, you know, that's the first time he went in there, okay? He went in there for a few days for his blood clot and it moved to his lung. They gave him some medicine, tried to get him better. They sent him home. They went, to make him feel better. Told him, sent him, gave some milk, told him to go home and come back in a couple weeks or whatever. Now, mind you, I don't know if he went and had the doctors 2 more times before he was diagnosed or one more time. I'm just assuming it was one time after his follow-up visit. I'm assuming that's when he found out. Anyway, so a few weeks pass. He goes back for his follow-up visit. His mom was with him that time. And they said they checked his leg and they, how come, he still got this blood clot, This is what the doctors was thinking. We might have to run some more tests. Okay. First time they ran some tests, they didn't find anything. They tried to figure out, well, why is blood clot? And they noticed he would look like he lost some weight. They could tell and they noticed he wasn't eating, or whatever, but they could see that he was losing some weight. Okay. Now, they tell his mother the second time, they said, do you mind if we run some tests again and check his stomach to see what's going on? His mother says, no, go ahead, because, his mother thinking, oh, they probably won't find nothing, Tommy is pretty healthy or whatever. He ain't gonna find nothing. When the doctor found, they found he had liver cancer. They say he's stage 4, and there's nothing they can do. They said that they can't do surgery or it's gonna kill him instantly if they did surgery on him. They said he couldn't do chemo because he would get sicker. So they just told his mom and him that, well, there's nothing we can do. You just have to wait it out and let his body wither away or whatever, die. It could take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, few months, who knows? But it wasn't nothing they could do. Okay. That's how he found out he was diagnosed. I think that was at the day after Christmas, because after Christmas, I guess, his mom said he wasn't doing too good. He was trying to open the pop and his hands were shaking. He just was not in good shape. That's when they had took him in. Now, I'm thinking the third time, if I'm not mistaken, that was the third time he was diagnosed. The second time was a follow-up, but I don't want to, I just know that they found out he had liver cancer, second or third time he went in there, okay? And so they kept him. And so getting back to when I talked with Ronald, he called me, he told me, well, told me everything about what happened, about the blood clot and all this and how they found out he had cancer. And so after that, he after I found out he had cancer, I called him, well, Ronald, his cousin, that told me, said, well, he's coherent. He seemed to be in good spirit and he understands, he's coherent and everything. So I said, well, I guess I'll call him. I called him maybe a few hours after I found out he was sick. I called Tommy. Tommy answered and I talked to him for a minute. His mother asked him if his mom was at the hospital and he said, yeah, you want to talk to her? I talked to her for a minute, told her, love her and all that, and she love you too. And so she gave me back the phone at the time, and I told him, well, Tommy, if we don't come up today, I plan to come up today, but if we don't come, me and Cheyenne, we're all planning to come, but if we don't come up today, I'll come see you tomorrow. He said, okay. That was the night when I talked with him, when I found out the 10th, I went up there, me, my mother, and my daughter went up there the 10th to see him. When we got in there, I could tell you, in his face, he lost some weight. And he said, it's good to see y'all. And he looked worn out. He looked tired. His mom was there. His aunt was there. His aunt, the cousin that had told me about it, his mom, which was his aunt, was there with his mom. Then his cousin's fiance was there with them, their kids. And then he had a few more cousins come in later. We visited with him for about 45 minutes. Then we had left. And then on the 11th, me and my brother went to see him that morning. I think it was about 10, 11. He was laying on the side. He was watching TV. He looked a little better. He looked, you know, all right. He was just watching TV. We visited with him for about 45 minutes that day on the 11th. The 12th, which was Saturday, because me and my brother been Friday. Yeah. And Saturday was the 12th. Yeah, 12. Me, my mother, and my daughter came back up there to see him that evening. Our daughter came up there to see him that evening, and then his mom, his sisters and his brother was there, but they were in the other room. But he was in the room in his house, in his room was his nephew and a neighbor of theirs and him, and they were just sitting and watching TV, a football game. We were visiting for a little while. I say about 45 minutes that time. Sunday the 13th, I came by myself. His mom came later to give him some food, and then he had a couple of aunts that came to visit him, and then a friend of the family came to visit him. That was Sunday, and I was just gonna stay a few hours, but he wanted me to stay the night. He seemed to be okay, he was talking and everything, and then they said, "Oh, you look good," because he did. He looked like he was doing all right that day. He said, "You do too," and he said, "Thank you, you do too." I said, "Oh, thank." He was talking with me, he was just talking and himself. And I stayed the night. He wanted me to stay the night with him. I stayed the night with him. That Monday, I had get up. He was, cause I think the whole night he was awake. That Monday, I had got up, getting ready to go home, and he was dozing in and out. And I told him that, well, I'm getting ready. Told him I was getting ready to go, and I said, well, I don't know if I'll be back up here today, but I'll come tomorrow, which would have been Tuesday, Tuesday the 15th. Yep. I said I'd bring Cheyenne with me just so she could see. He said, okay. He was, like going to sleep or stuff. So Tuesday rolls around. We were going to go see him. I called him about 5 in the evening, told him it's okay if me and Cheyenne come up to see him. Cheyenne is our daughter. In case I didn't tell you that's our daughter. He said, well, you could have, how come you waited this long to, ask? He said, yeah, I don't mind if you want to come up here, but why you wait this long? I just said, I don't know, I just, it's okay, we come. He said, yeah, if you want to, you want to come up. And I asked him how he was doing on the phone. When I was on the phone, he said, I'm doing good. His voice was strong and everything. We get up there to the hospital, and the nurse, I see one of the nurses, there was 2 nurses at the station. One of the nurses I recognized from Sunday night, and she knew who I was coming to see because we was headed to his door. Me and my daughter Cheyenne went to go to his room, and she said, are you looking for Tommy? I said, yeah. She said, oh, well, Tommy's not here. Tommy got dispatched earlier this evening. He's at another facility. And I said, I come all the way out here and you tell me he's at another location? And she said, yeah, I'm sorry, that. I said, well, what's the address? She gave me the address. While I was at that hospital, I tried to call them, but I don't remember if it was an answer that whole night. But anyway, I didn't get the information I wanted. And I think someone did answer, but they was really vague, and they somehow he don't have a phone in his room yet. There's no phones in the room where you could call to talk to the patient or whatever. Okay, that was that Tuesday night. Wednesday, I finally got the information, what room he's in, what's the address of the facility he's in, which happened to be a nursing home, and he was through hospice care at that time. So, okay, that Wednesday, his other, because he got two other kids. Well, he got, okay, my daughter is the middle one. He got a son that's 20. My daughter's 18, and he got a daughter that's 11. What his other daughter's mother called, the youngest, other of his kids' mother called, and said, well, because we're talking, trying to figure out where exactly he is and everything. So she said, well, me and my parents are going up there to see him. Name take Ariana up there. That's his youngest daughter name. Your other daughter name is Ariana. And I'll tell you how the visit go. I said, okay. They get back. They She was telling me how he was weak and looked weak and he didn't look too good. Now in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe he, because she was like, he looked weak and he was falling asleep. I'm thinking he was just like how he was Sunday night, the medicine that they gave him maybe got him feeling sleepy, because he still looked like himself, he was tired, okay? Anyway, so she was like, my mom would tell you how he was, because she said my mom wasn't all this other stuff she was going on, and all his mom is a nurse. And like, well, let me speak to your mom. I talked to her mom, and she was saying something about, yeah, you and Cheyenne should get up there. Need to get up there as soon as you can, because tomorrow's not promised. And when you go see if they, because you're saying he didn't really look too good. Carmel's mother was saying that. Carmel is his other daughter's mother, okay? Well, Carmel's mother was saying he didn't look too good, Miss Reva. And so she said, we need to find out if they're giving him any medication and if he's eating, because he did not look good at all. Okay, I'm thinking, oh, he must really look bad. But then on the same, I'm thinking, well, maybe he just looks sleepy and they just think he didn't look too good. That was that Wednesday when they went to see him. That Thursday, I went by myself. When I went in there, two of his cousins was there. It wasn't the cousin that had told me. It was two other cousins. It wasn't the cousin that had told me about it, that let me know about it being sick, but it was two other cousins that was there. One was sitting on the side of, in the chair on the side of his bed. The other was across from him. I walked in his room. I gave them both a hug. Get two of his cousin hug. Tommy looked at me, but Tommy didn't really say anything. He just didn't look like himself. And I never seen him like that before. He just looked. I went to sit by him on the other side of the bed, and his one cousin, Luna, sitting on the other side, said, he look a lot different, don't he? I said, yeah, he do. Tommy looked like he was, I don't know how to say it, but where it makes sense, but it was like he was asleep with his eyes open. And he had his mouth open. That's how he looked. It's just hard to explain. It was like he was under sedation. I can't explain it. Anyway, but he would still respond. Like if I say Tommy, or if his cousin say cuz, he'll talk to you for a minute, and he was still coherent, but then again he was in another. It was like he in another world, but yet he still can understand what we were saying, or could respond to us, okay? Because he said words and stuff, and he'll look like if you say his name, he'll look right at you, and because I asked him if he was in any pain, and he said no, he wasn't in any pain. Okay, so fine. So his one cousin had left after a while, the one that was sitting next to his bed, and his other cousin that was sitting across from him was telling me, he's been since he been in nursing home that he was there, been there most of the day with him, and for the past few days, and I'm trying to remember how they got on the subject about his medication and food, but I think the whole time Tommy was breathing real hard, and his cousin like he sure is breathing hard. That medication shouldn't cause him to breathe, you know. He said shouldn't cause him to breathe that hard. I said, oh, so they are giving him medication. He said, yeah, they're giving him medication. I said, are they feeding? He said, yeah, they're feeding him too, but he's not eating it. He said, I don't really blame him for not eating because the food don't look appetizing at all. And I was just telling Tommy, you need to eat, And Tommy, he was in another world, and I was telling him this. And he kept, he kept lifting up his stomach, like touching his stomach and stuff. And then his cousin, like, your stomach went down a little bit. You just feel different, don't it? Or something like that. His cousin Mike was saying, and then his cousin was telling me about he knew someone that was in the facility Tommy was in had got out, and was doing okay. I said, "Oh, that's good." He said, "So it's he that could probably happen for him." He said, "Yeah." He said that the nurses or the doctor said that his other organs are doing good, and it didn't go to his brain like he thought the cancer didn't spread to his brain or whatever, and that he going to be with us a little while longer than what they expect. They thought. And if they go, oh, that's good, that's real good. But in my mind, I'm looking at them like, you just don't look too good. Anyways, before then, not too long after that, I had set up, was getting ready to leave. I told Tommy, I said, I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to bring Cheyenne with me. And he was still, in his days or whatever. And he said, when I said, I'll bring Cheyenne, he said, what you say? He turned his head and he said, what you say about Cheyenne? I said, I'm going to be here tomorrow and I'm going to bring her with me. He said, oh, okay. I said, I'll see you later. He said, okay, I'll see you. Okay, so anyways, now move to the 18th. Now that was, Thursday was the 17th, Friday. Move to that next day, Friday, the 18th. The 18th came. I woke up and I was on Facebook, and I think my uncle messaged me or something. I don't know, but I don't know. I had messaged my brother because I remember I was gonna ask my brother Ronnie to, which is my brother, to cut Tommy's hair. Because I remember that Sunday when I went in there, his mother made mention about, a haircut for him. Because she said, well, you know, Tommy's brother was going to cut it, but he living in another city, so probably couldn't get it to him right away. So that's when I mentioned that Sunday about maybe my brother could cut his hair. So, long story short, I messaged my brother and said, can you cut Tommy's hair? Okay, brother didn't respond at that time. I think not too long, or maybe, I don't know if I messaged my uncle first or I talked to my uncle on Messenger first or my brother. Anyway, talked to my uncle too also on Messenger, and he says, asked me how Tommy was doing. I said, he's doing okay. I went to see him. Yeah, he seemed to be doing good. Just pray for him. He said, yeah, I've been praying for him. He said, he's been on my mind, especially today, or something like that, my uncle said. I said, okay, thanks, Okay, not too long after I got through messaging them, I get a call. I notice the phone number, okay? I mean, I didn't notice the phone number because I do into trying to get a real estate wholesaling business going, and a lot of people call that I don't recognize the number. So I'm thinking maybe it was a number somebody interested in buying a property or selling a property. Okay, I answer the phone, but then I hear a lady on the phone and she's I say hello, and I hear her talking in the background. So I'm thinking maybe it's just somebody interested in someone because they didn't, they didn't respond. I hung up, or I don't know if I hung up or the phone just the line just dropped. I forgot how it happened. Anyway, she calls back, and I say hello. She says, "Tammy," and her voice was trembling like she's been crying, and she said, "Tammy is seen," which is Tommy's. Let me make this clear. When I seen the number again, okay, when it called back, I said, "Oh God, don't tell me I knew something was wrong. So please don't let it be about time. Please don't let it be about time." So, but it was his sister, and she said, "Esteem." She said, and when I heard her voice, I said, "Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me." I was crying. We cried for a good 3-4 minutes. She said, "I'm sorry, Tammy. I was here when he took his last breath." And I just said, "Oh, see, I told her I'd call her back." We just was crying. Not too long after, called my mother and told her that he passed away. Well, no, first I told my daughter, and she looked, but she kind of knew her dad was real sick, but she just didn't know what to think. And then so I had called my dad and told him. Then my daughter wanted to tell me that she told him that her dad passed away. Called my mom, and I get off the phone with them. I messaged my brother. Well, my brother messaged me back and said, "Well, I could cut his hair tomorrow." I told him, "Well, there's no tomorrow for Tommy. He passed away." So my brother gave his condolences to my mom, and my dad gave their condolences and all that, okay? And then I think I told my uncle too about, I messaged him back, told him Tommy passed away, and he gave his condolences also. He just knew something, you know, was something going on. Not too long after that, Carmel calls me, Ariana's mom, his Cheyenne's sister's mother, his other daughter's mother. And she started crying, and we cried on the phone. And it was just, that day was something. Anyway, his funeral was February 1st. No, his wake was February 1st. The funeral was February 2nd. And his birthday is January 30th. He died 12 days from his golden year birthday. He would have been 50. He died January 18th, and his birthday January 30th. I'm telling y'all, you just never know. And it's still hard to believe. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all got kids with someone and y'all not together, or if y'all are together, y'all please cherish every moment with them and do things with them. Even though me and Tommy wasn't still together, we still did things with our daughter, and it was companion for me. Even though we weren't married, it just still, like, I can't. It's hard. I known this man for 24 years. And now he's gone, and it's really hard. father finally broke down and cried at the funeral. But I just, still to this day, I just can't believe he's gone. Cherish the ones that's here, guys. You never know when the last time you'll see him. And I never would have thought that he would be gone. Because he didn't appear to be sick or anything. It was a shock to all of us. Well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Rest in peace, Tommy. I love you.